Hey there, guys. I'm here with a new. I don't know if this is gonna be a series. This might be just like a one-off video, but I wanted to create a video going over the new mission creator within Grand Theft Auto Online. It just came out a few days ago with the Mansions update, and I had a chance to play around with it um, on the PlayStation for a little bit the last few days, and I just really like it. I think that there's a lot of potential with making content on this mission creator, so I just wanted to make a video and play around with it and see if we can get something started. So let's begin with that. So I'm going to go into the creator here. And I've already played a lot of the missions that come with the game that show you how to create these missions, but I kind of want to give people who've never seen this before kind of a taste of what this is going to look like. So I'm going to go ahead and load a creation, and Rockstar has provided several missions here that you can do. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to play the first one. I think that's kind of the more I think that's kind of the most straightforward mission that you can play. So I'm going to go ahead and play that mission right now. And what I'm doing now is I'm loading into this creator right here, and as you can see, you can move around. There's a lot of different options. So here's kind of like the top level details of the mission that you can create. Here we have entities, and these are going to be anything from the NPCs that you can spawn, which are the actors here. You can spawn vehicles, and there's different like locations and zones, and there's a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm not going to get too in depth with this, but kind of go through and show you what each one of these tabs are. These are your main objectives in the mission. So this is kind of the structure of the mission here. And in this first mission, you can see that there's a cutscene. You can go to a location. You kill some guys. There's a second cutscene that fires off, and then there's another kill actor objective, and you have to kill somebody. And once you kill that person, they drop an object that you have to pick up, and then after you pick that object up, you collect a vehicle, and then you drive it over. And then the last one is a holding objective, which basically the game holds a period of time for an NPC to go do something. So you'll see that when I play the mission here in a few seconds. But as you can see, if you're familiar with any of the other Rockstar modes, which I'm not, this is actually the first time that I've spent a lot of time in the Rockstar editor, so I'm kind of completely new to this. So I'm not really planning on having a huge like tutorial or anything. This is kind of just a video of me playing around with the tool set, seeing what I can come up with. And what I like, and again, what I like about this is that, you know, a lot of the other modes that you've been able to create in Grand Theft Auto in the past has been just like, oh, make a team deathmatch mode or make a survival mode, and those are great. But I don't know. I feel like what I really wanted was a place to like create actual missions with like NPCs and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of what has made me kind of get into the creator that Rockstar has made. And so far, this tool specifically is very. It's a lot. It seems like it's going to be quite a learning curve. There's not a lot of videos about how to use this thing, so that's kind of why I wanted to make some content. Is hopefully someone trying to figure out how to use these tools can pull this video up and kind of follow along, and this is going to be me actually like building out a mission in a lot longer form than some of the stuff that I've seen already. So what we'll do is before I start building things, I just kind of want to show people this first mission, and this is something you can pull up in the free roam on the normal map. So we have invisibility set to on right now. I'm gonna set that to off, just because to make it, and we'll play it maybe once or twice, and if we keep dying, then I'll switch it back on. I might also have auto aim on because I haven't really played much of online, so that might be a bit kind of cheesy, but I don't really care. So we are gonna put invisibility off for the test, and actually before I do anything, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to entities, and I'm going to go over to pickups, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a weapon pickup, because when I was testing this on the PlayStation, when I was testing stuff like within the editor, it wasn't giving me my my character's weapons. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop something. And this is kind of a nice way of showing you kind of how to drop something as simple as like a weapon. So like right here we have a weapon, an advanced rifle, and you can go through and select like these different categories. So let's just do an advanced rifle, and then we'll drop that down there. And then here, there's different properties. If you select the weapon, you can edit the placement of it, so you can, reposition it. There's override options. Again, I'm not entirely sure the use case for some of these. So like here, we can have it, drop at the mission start, but if we want to drop it, after a specific point, we can do that. So maybe we can have that spawn at a mission start, or what if we did this? What if we had a pistol, and we'll just do like a simple pistol right there. And then let's say we wanted to add in a new weapon pickup. And as you can see over here, there's a giant location, and I can kind of get into that after we play. But let's say we want to actually have in a micro SMG. Once we let's put this right here. And then what we'll do is there's actually different points where you can spawn an object. So let's say objective midpoint or objective start. Let's go. So we need to go to this location, and then the next objective is we need to kill some actors. So let's do this. When the second cutscene starts, we will drop this weapon. So let's do that. So that does that. I don't know what selects the team that determines when this entity should get cleaned up. Okay, so I think that's like if an NPC dies, it like goes away, I'm guessing. Quantity, rounds, clips, default, one clip. We'll just do that. An extended, we can like put different stuff on there, which is kind of nice. So yeah, we have that. So that should spawn when the second cutscene starts, but it shouldn't be there before that. So I just want to put some weapons in there so we can kind of have weapons to test this, because if we go into this mission, then it's going to not give us anything, and I'll show you that. So let's test this. We will set this to off, and then we will just kind of play around with it and see what happens. So the game gives us cutscenes. I know how to make these cutscenes. It doesn't appear where like you see that there's a text up there. It doesn't appear that there's a way to actually add in text in these cutscenes. Not unless someone on GTA forums has found a way to do so, or anyone else. But you can see that there's like text on the bottom, and I know how to like customize that. You see that we have a weapon here. Yeah, right there. Actually, yeah, the game does give us a few weapons. It must be with the actual weapon itself, or the mission itself, that they've already programmed. Again, I haven't really played this game on keyboard and mouse, so it might be a bit... I might mess up something. But we'll take this vehicle. You can also spawn in characters' personal vehicles and set the point out at where they, respawn, and I can kind of play around with that. So we got we've gone to this location. So we'll leave. And again, I don't know how to take cover. No, that's... Okay, so that's taking cover. Just go here. I don't think I have auto aim on, but that's fine. I think it makes the game a little bit more challenging when we free aim, so I'm not too concerned about that. The cops, though, get called, and I think that might be a bigger... bug with the system. Because when I was playing this on PlayStation, every time I'd get into combat on the mission I was trying to create, it was being wanted. And I don't remember seeing the gun pop up, but now you see that the gun... See, the gun is there. So we can pop that over. Let's go ahead and steal the Banshee, because we should have picked up the thing. We get in the car. The mission spawns these two NPCs. So there's a way to like spawn NPCs. We'll have to get rid of the cops. That should be easy enough. We'll just kind of not be in their cone of vision. Of course, we got this helicopter. I don't know why the cops get called so much on these missions. I know there's a way to, like... I don't know if we're going to be able to... I have to take out this helicopter. Okay. Okay. Hopefully we can now get away from these guys. We might have to get a bit creative here. I'm glad the mission gave us RPGs at least. So that's good. It's gonna be... Probably just go through here. Again, I probably could have completed this mission a lot more faster without the cops, but you know, Grand Theft Auto is partly, about running away from the cops, so I don't want to stay here very long. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. So we lose the cops, so now the last, or second to last, objective is we actually have to go to the point. So we delivered the mission. It's in a holding objective now, so we have to wait for the NPC to get into the car. But that should let us pass the mission. And that's kind of the first example that they give you, which is really nice. So I want to kind of just take a look at the general structure, and kind of show you kind of what everything looks like. Um, we're not going to go into here, but what I want to show you are like kind of the different kind of parts and pieces that make up with this. So the first one is we have this giant location here, and I believe this is just the... Oh. Uh, oh. We have this giant location here, and as we can see, um, it's just this giant thing. I don't want to... Yeah, let's cancel that, because I don't want to mess with that so much. And then, like, if we have a location, we can set it as an objective to go to the location. So that's kind of what that's going to look like. And then you can, like, require one player to go into there, or you can select, oh, you need to have the entire team or all players, or just set it to, like, 2 or 3 or 4, and then whatever that requirement is will push it to the next objective, which is really nice. Um, Jump to an objective pass. Jump to this object if any of this location's objectives are passed. This will be ignored if the team has passed this objective. I might have to play around with that later. Mission flags, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really messed with the mission flags yet. I mean, I kind of tried to recreate something similar to this, which I'll do after kind of looking through everything. Um, and then, like, the blimps setups. I mean, there's different blimps. It's mainly kind of when you have the objective to go to a location on the mini map. It's like that yellow dot, and it has like the GPS going to it. That's kind of what the blimp setup options are for. So you can do a lot of the different stuff, like, color to different color. You can have it be outlined different. You can even set a different icon, where you can see on the mini map it has a different icon where you can do different things. So that's really kind of nice. I'm just gonna keep it on to... I don't know. I don't know if it was set to off or what, but we will reset properties. I don't know if that I don't know. So that's a location. We'll make that, and then as you see here, we have all of the different actors here. So if we go to actor 1, you can see him. Oh, trying to get used to I'm trying to get used to the controls here. So RF. So R will be to lower the camera, and then F is to raise, or that's an entity height. That's interesting. I'm sure if we go into place edit though. Yeah, and then we could probably like move them. So we'll just place them down there. So yeah, RF is kind of just like changing the height of the camera itself, which is really nice. But yeah, we can see that we have different properties for this actor. So kind of, you know, you can set an objective to the actor there. I'm assuming this is for the second kill actor thing in case you, but no, you have to kill, I don't know. I'll have to kind of look around and see what things are. Mission critical. I think if it's set to yes, right? Yes, then you can't kill the enemy. You have to only like um lower his health. Because if it's set to critical, and yes, then if you kill the enemy, then the mission will fail. So that's kind of something that they've included on here. Spawning options, you can have you know, a different actors spawn at certain points. So like this is mission start, but from you remember when we were playing the game, there's like actor 12 and actor 11 here. So like if we go to the actor 12, you can see that objective midpoint is for the collect and deliver vehicle. So that gets called when you enter the vehicle. So that's really handy to have here. And this is why, and again, this is why Rockstar created these missions so people can go in and kind of look at what they've done and show you like how things work. What I'd really like is I'd really like for there to be kind of like some good documentation on this. But I don't think Rockstar makes documentation for these types of editors. I know that there's some fan-made ones out there, so hopefully that can get created at some point. Again, mission flags, I'm not entirely sure. I might have to. I think mission flags, there's one that's set up in the second mission, so that's something that I might have to look into. And then you can like change the health of a certain enemy. I do want to take a look though, because one of these three actors holds something. So it's this seventh one right here. I want to take a look and see. He has an object that he has. So I want to figure out how they did that. Go and leave? I don't know. Range. Wait, what was the go and leave? Configure how go to and leave objectives work on this actor. I don't think that's what we want. Objective jumps, that's all to offs. Spawning options, objective 4. Initial, okay, objective start, you do that. Cleanup options, ignore visibility checks. No. Mission flags, no. And there's more stuff down here. I'm trying to figure out where you set like somebody having something. Tasks, follow path. I don't think that's. I think follow path is more like you can set waypoints and have an enemy kind of like walk a certain path if you want someone to like kind of take a patrol route. Very simple, straightforward stuff. Okay, so remove attached objects. I don't think I want to do that. But what we can do is let's go to actor 8 because I want to see what actor 8 vehicle assignment disable options. Maybe we should actually, instead of doing that, can we select this object? No. Wait, what? We can select the actor. Why can't we not select this actor? We can select him. We can select him. Actor 9. Okay. I have no idea. That's really weird. We have objects here. Right, okay. So we have a duffel bag. Assign objectives. Go to objectives. So that's how you go there. Collectible. Mini game. You can set up a mini game to run on this object, which is very interesting. We're not going to do that though. Mission critical. Spawning options. Objective start. Cutscene. Cleanup options. Mission flags off. Actor assignment. Okay, so you can like assign it to this actor. So what we can do is, I wonder if we could change this. Which actor? Can we not change that? Can we assign to actors or players? Reset options? That's weird. Okay, well. I'm assuming if you like add... Oh. If you had another one, like let's do drugs. Would it be collectible? Drug pack, we could do... Oh, we just have like a small drug pack. It's collectible. Wait. Okay. Assign the actor. Oh wait, to assign an object an actor, hover over any during placement. Oh, okay. So yeah. And there you go. Cool. So instead of having, well, okay, so if we want to have, this is drug pack, we want to delete that. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. But this duffel bag, if we want to, okay, edit placement. We could change it. And that's how you do it. Okay, cool. Again, it's just small little things I'm trying to kind of like learn here. So hopefully what we can do now is we can do that. And that will change the object to object 8. So that's kind of objectives. That's how you set that up. And again, like you'll have to go over here, go to the objective, and then you just assign this objective over here. And then they have like points. I'm not entirely sure how the points work. I'm guessing that's related to like the job points, I'm assuming. So that's one thing. If we go over to kill actor, though, you can see that there's certain actors that are highlighted that need to be killed. So let's add another actor to this. So let's go to actors. Let's add a new actor. And what we can do is we can actually change what this guy is. So we can, you know, maybe have it be... let's do a clown. We do a clown. Oh, I forgot to place him. We'll have him do a heavy. Yeah, we'll have him have a grenade launcher. That should be very fun. And we'll place him... We'll place him right here. So that's our clown that we have. So you can see that... Okay, I understand what this is for, because we have 3 and then we have 5. So we have 3 and 5 here. So if we want to have this actor be someone we need to kill, should be able to switch over. Yeah, so we can go over here and we can have this actor be someone we need to kill. Yeah, at the first kill actor objective. We should probably make sure that this is spawned at mission start. But let's say we want to add in a new actor. So we'll do that. We'll add in a second clown. And we will rotate him with Q and E. And so that first clown had a grenade launcher. What if we gave this guy a minigun? That should be fun. We will have him go in there. Spawning options, we will actually have him spawn in with the other guys, I believe. Right? And what we could do is we can actually... we don't want to add a new actor right now. But I do want to just go over and double check what these guys... So they have objective start at the second cutscene. So we will do that. We will set this clown. Yeah, and I got it correct. So we will do that. Is there any other health options? Maybe we set him to be higher, so it's harder to kill him. And maybe he's explosion proof, so we can't shoot any rockets at him. And we can test that. And maybe he's flame proof, so you can't throw any like Molotov cocktails at him either. And then we will go to kill actor. We don't need to, so here's the thing, is we only have to kill actors. Actually, we need to change this. We need to change it to actor 8 and then turn actor 7 off, because actor 8's the one who drops the object, so all we really need to do is kill this guy. But since we don't need to kill any of the others, we can just leave him, but he's still going to spawn there. So I think that's a really nice way of structuring this. So like, you know, this kill actor, we have to kill all of the actors that spawn. And then on the 5th one, we don't. So that's kind of a nice way of doing that. So let's go ahead and test this out. And we will test the mission out. I'm guessing there's some path on that guy too. We might have to look at that. There's the clown guy with the grenade launcher. So we got a pistol here. We got this gun. We will go ahead and pick that gun up. And we can actually... Oh. Trying to get used to keyboard. Do I do that? No. How do I... Oh, do you have to like do... Oh, okay. So you just use the weapon wheel. Again, I'm trying to get used to playing this on keyboard. I'm mainly play this on PlayStation, so I'm really used to like the controller. We'll go over here. You see that the location's highlighted there. I think I changed that out to be something like you can hide that marker. I think I must have did that. I don't know. So we'll go over here. See, there's no gun there. Oh, there's a... We want to make sure we get rid of that clown. Okay, so there's those guys. We should probably... We do see that the gun is spawned here. And probably actually pick up this minigun too. So if you want to, you know, have guns like this, you can surely have enemies drop it. We will pick up the bag here, and then we need to get... Oh, shoot. We need to get in this car and go, because that cop car is probably going to start... The cop car is probably going to explode at some point. We got the cops on us. So, and I believe if you want to do, if you're in the middle of a mission, you can actually like see what current objectives are, active chase units. You can look at different entities, active. Mission flags. There's no mission flags. You can actually toggle on entity labels as well. So if you're playing a mission and you want to, or you're testing it, you can actually toggle these labels on and off, which is really nice. You can actually also toggle on and off invisibility. So you can do that. And then you can skip. So I don't know what the skip is for. You skip it, you can go to the thing, and then if you want to then get out, so you can skip the thing, you can actually do that, maybe? Do I have to drive? No. Well, you get the idea. And then if you want to exit the test midway, you can do that. So yeah, that's kind of a breakdown of kind of the first mission. I think that there's some issues with the cops. Because like, let's do this. Let's kind of start making our own mission here. So we will exit. Yep, we will exit that. And kind of show you how to get started creating a mission. So we go to create a mission in the menu, and then here you can actually set your marker here. So what we're going to do is let's go someplace. Um, I don't know. Let's start the mission right here at this house. It is a contact mission. But kind of to start out with the contact with creating a mission is we need spawn points. And the thing that you want to figure out with the spawn points is how many players you can actually have play your mission. So right here we have number of players. This is the max amount of players that can play your mission. So we have basically 8 is the max that you can have, and then 1 can be the minimum. So let's do 2 players, and then with a minimum of 1. And then you can actually have different teams for each. So, like, say you have 4 players, you can actually have 2 teams of 2 people for the 4. So, you can do that. But what we'll do is we'll just keep it to. Oh, why is it? Okay, we'll just. Okay. Oh, it's probably because we have. Okay. Okay, cool. So let's just have 2. And then this is where you can like edit your teams. We might go into that a little bit more later. Here's ambient options. So if you want to have your mission be at night, you can do that. You can have it, be raining. So if you want to have it be like bright, you can do that. Raining, you can set it to that. You can set it to the Halloween. So if you want to have like a kind of a horror mission, you can do that. You can have it be thundering. Or you can have it be a snowy mission. So maybe we want to set this as a snowy mission. It is December right now, so we are in the middle of Christmas. So let's make a Christmas mission. No better time than the present, right? So we'll have that. Oh, actually, yes. Snowing? Let's disable everything but snowing, just so we can make sure that it is snowing. It should snow, right? Well, we'll test it in the mission. I don't know why it would be there. We can actually set the traffic so we can have it be medium high to high. Let's do it that. Trains, you can set trains to be on and off. Let's just put that to off. Let's disable boats. Let's have pedestrians be that. Clear on death. So for the wanted options, if they have a wanted level, if the players die, you can clear the wanted level on death. So let's do that. Let's set the clear on death, and then set whether ambient emergency services are enabled during this mission. Let's just do disabled, and then let's turn gangs off. So that's that. Forced aim mode. We can do like aim assist partial, maybe. I don't know. You can also set a radio station. Since this is going on to YouTube, I have music turned down, so we are not going to be able to listen to music on this, which is fine with me. A lot of good songs on Grand Theft Auto, but I don't want to get flagged by YouTube. So we'll do that. Disable options. You can disable a lot of different stuff on here. If you want to, disable, Lester players being able to call Lester to lose a wanted level. You can go ahead and disable that or enable it if you want to. So we'll disable it just for the funs of it. The fun times of it. You can turn stunt driving on, so I guess if there's like a specific mission where you want players to be able to stunt during different moments, you can set that. Um, and then we have cutscenes. So a cutscene is kind of that first area. So really, the easiest way to make a cutscene is just by you can just have a camera shot. So you can have a camera shot here. You can start a start position. So we start a starting position there, and then we place an ending shot. So maybe we can like have it kind of zoom out here. I don't know. And we can adjust the time that it goes for. I'm not too sure like what these I might have to play around with these and see what. And I know this is all kind of math stuff, like sine and accelerate. So yeah, I can't tell you like I can't tell you like specifically what these graphs do, but that's there if you want to do it. You can actually add in like different filters, and then you can actually have like a fade out if you want to transition. And then to preview the cutscene, you just have to do that. So maybe you want to like make like a noir, type of effect for a cutscene, which is kind of cool. What we'll do those will have no filter. And then you can add in a new shot too. So if you want to have something kind of like going down the street here, you can, sign that. And maybe I see this billboard here. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. Just something that, might look kind of cool. And you see that we can do that. So what we can do is, if we're happy with that, we can have those two be our cutscene. And then if we want to have this play at the very start of the mission, we can actually have this. How do we, hold on, location, vehicle, misc. I think it's cutscene. Yep. So you can have a cutscene play at the very, oh, do we have to cutscene? We have to add objective. And then we set up the cutscene. We need to add it. So we have added, enter, I think. Wait, hold on. Cutscene. There we go. Cool. And there's objective text. This is my first cutscene. I don't know if that's going to, wait. Maybe this text will show, oh, sorry. I don't know. I think this is actually, and you can actually highlight different words and stuff. So like in colors. So if you want to like add in that, you can start a selection. You can highlight like different words and stuff. And I believe you could like do different colors, which is kind of cool. So you can do that, and then you can finish it. I believe though that this is for when players finish a cutscene. So I actually don't think that this text pops up while the cutscene's going. I think if multiple people are watching the cutscene and one exits the cutscene early, this text will pop up down here at the bottom. I think that's what this is. So I don't think that there's actually any way to display text on the cutscene like Rockstar has, and I'm sure that that's probably because they don't want people to put in like, I don't know. I don't really know why they didn't add that, but that's kind of the first thing that we can do. So if we want to, have someone, start this, here's our house. Um, we have 2 players. So what we need to do is we need to add 2 spawn points. So this first spawn point, we need to set this to yes as treating it as a start point, and we need to we'll rotate this, and maybe we can have this start there, and then we can place that. And then, a lot of these are kind of the same. You have activation. You can enable this from an objective. So if you want to have, checkpoints, there's a way to like make checkpoints. So like later, if you're in a mission and you're on like objective 7, if you want to have create a checkpoint to where if everyone dies and you have to restart the mission, you can restart at the checkpoint instead at the very start of the mission. So that's very nice to have. So as you can see there, you can enable it at different. I don't know if that's specifically. I think that is where you would activate that specifically, and it probably overwrites the ones that we're creating now. Again, there's a lot of nuance to this, so we might have to just kind of play around with stuff as we go. But that's that. And then you can actually have players spawn in their personal vehicle. Since we want them to start out there, we don't want to do that. And then vehicle, or hold on. Yeah, so if you want to set the position where the player vehicle spawns, you can actually do that. So you can actually, let's see, I think if you want to have the vehicle spawn on the other side of the road, then you can have that player's vehicle spawn over there, and you'll be able to see that when we start the game. And then we need to add in another spawn point, so we'll do it for the second spawn for the second player. And then we will spawn in a second vehicle. And then with that in mind, we should have those 2 start points that we have access to. So when you kind of have those started, now you can kind of get together and kind of fill out different things. So let's name this. So we'll do interactive white box Christmas. Oh, you can only do so much. So instead of that, let's just do Christmas adventures. I don't know. This is gonna be a Christmas themed, or that's kind of the goal, since we have snow, or knock on wood, we will have snow. And then we will enter descriptions. So let's have yourself a violent night. Just something witty. And then we have tags here. So what we could do is these will basically be tags where people can search for your mission. So this is going to be very important just to have so if people want to, play your, if you want people to find your mission, this is how you're going to do it. So we'll just put in some stuff here like shootout, guns, Christmas, easy. I don't know if it's gonna be easy. We'll just do it that way, and then I'll be good. This photo, is going to be what we use for the cover. So what we can do is we just capture that. Again, there's no snow, so I don't really know how to... I don't know if we did the weather correctly, but we can do that. So that's our photo. And then places the mission trigger. So this is going to place the actual location of the mission. So let's just place it like in front of this house. And then we need a lobby camera. So this will be a camera that is placed in the lobby. And I think that's going to be good. And you can preview this. So this is going to be mainly like when people, I think, go in and, you know, you're filling, you know, player spots out in the lobby. That's what that does. So we have pretty much everything that we need. So what we can do is let's just create a location. And that will be kind of the first area that we need to go to. So let's have the mission be someone stole Santa's elves. I don't know if that's going to work for us, but let's say, yeah, let's go over here. We have a sphere. We can change this sphere to be whatever. Let's just kind of have it be 10. And then, yeah, so we have this. And then we can add location and we go to. So that's going to be what we want to do. And we can add objective. And I think, and we have this location here. So with this, we will want to assign objectives. Yes. So we have that. We've assigned the objective. We can go ahead and blip option settings. No, we don't want to do that. Objective setup, required players. We can actually require the 2 players to go here to start everything. And I think there's a way we could also like we're not going to do this, but if you want to have like maybe a gate that blocks out an area, and like the gates close, and I think there's a way to like once all the players get to a specific place, once that objective ends, you can actually like open up a gate and then have the players have access to an area or a door to like an interior or something like that. I believe that's something you can do. But we're not going to do that here. I think that's just something that I believe is possible. I think because I want to, okay, I think this is what I want to do. If you go to like the objective, right? So you go to here and you go here. In the HUD, there's like HUD options in the objective itself. You can actually change this. So if we want to do something like this, we could go to the factory to save the elves. So we could do that. And then we want to apply the color there. And we want to finish that. And then that is the text that's going to pop up when everyone has to go to the location. Once you go to the location, if you need to wait for anyone, then this is what you do. So let's say wait for your teammates to reach the factory. So we have that. We can go over and we can apply that color. We finish. And there you go. Blip name. I don't set the name to display for the blip displayed. I'm gonna put test there. I don't know what that's gonna say. Ticker name. Enter the text to display for an objective with a single entity. A ticker with the text a gold bar will show as player one collected a gold. Okay, so player test. I don't know what that. Again, I'm not entirely familiar with what that is going to be, so we'll see what that looks like. So I think what a problem is here is like wanted options. When you go to this, you can set a wanted level. So if you go to this objective, you can give the players a 5-star wanted level, or you can give them a 2-star minimum, and they can actually like raise it up, or I think even like get rid of it. By default, it's set to no change. So I think that is what we're gonna do. So now we want to add a new objective, and what we want to do is we want to, actually before we do that, let's go over, and let's add, hold on. Let's edit the placement of this guy. What we want to do is we want to, first before I do anything, I want to see what, I don't think we have any like, those are gangs, civilians. I don't believe we have any sort of like holiday person. Cause I was gonna make like a holiday mission, but I don't know if we, let's see. Yeah, I don't think we have anyone like an elf costume. Which kind of sucks. Maybe, let's see if we can find somebody. See a party. So let's go with the clown. The reason why I wanted to do the holiday thing, well, let's do a bodybuilder. I don't know. The reason why I wanted to do a Christmas thing, not only because it's Christmas time, but there are like objects, props that are like holiday ones, right? Let me see. Yeah, holidays. So like there's like holiday, you can create like different you can create like different little scenarios. Like if you want to have like a little area that's it's like a candy cane or something, you could do that. They got, you know, gifts. They got a whole bunch of different like Christmas stuff actually, which is kind of cool. You can even like string up like Christmas lights. There's like an ice sheet. There's a snow wall. You can even like have a giant Christmas tree. So yeah, I don't know. We'll just we'll do that. So I think what last thing we're gonna do with this is I'm gonna go here, add a new objective, actor. I want to kill these guys. So there's a kill. Oh, I forgot to add it. So you see, we can add that guy. Let's add a couple more. Oh, and actually, let's give him a weapon too. So we got that guy. They're bodybuilders. I don't know why. And it sucks too, because it's like if you want to make like a Christmas thing, they don't have any actors. Because I know, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure that they have some sort. They have like holiday clothes that you can have your character wear in online. So it'd have been kind of cool to create like a custom person with like GTA Online clothes. That would have been really interesting. Um, but they don't have anything like that, which kind of sucks. Um, where do we set combat options? Weapon. Yeah, so you let's have him have a shotgun. Like maybe a double barrel shotgun. So we have that guy. Let's add a new dude. Let's have him have a pistol. We do that. Oh, I forgot to. And we have this be just a machine gun. Cool. And then if we go to this one, we can actually have these also be a thing. So this is what I'm going to test is wanted options. We have no change. What we're going to do is we are going to test this. But before that, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it. We're not going to publish it. We might work on this a lot more in another thing, but I want to test it and kind of. Oh, and before that, I do want to give myself. A weapon, just so I have that. So I'm gonna go ahead and add. Oh, not an actor, a pickup. I'm gonna add this machine gun like we did at the start. Okay, so now we're gonna test it because I wanted to have a weapon. So you can see the cutscene starts. As far as I know, there's no way of like adding text to these cutscenes, but and the weather also I set it to snowy. I don't know why it didn't have the snowy weather. But you see we started up there with the point. We collected this gun. So we have that. This is where our car spawns now. So we'll go ahead and we will drive over. So there's a point there. Okay. Okay, so it needs to have... Okay, so this is why this is great for testing and stuff. We need to go to this right here. I think we need to go... Well, do we go... Objective score, bounds, chase units. Do we need to go to the actual location? Assign objectives. Right. Objective setup. Required players. 2. So, okay. So, it wasn't allowing us to... It wasn't allowing us to continue because it's set to 2 players. But if we set this to all players, it should work. For some reason... So it's nighttime, right? But it's... Toggle. There. Weather. Snowing. Okay. Why is it not like... It's so weird. Yes. Available weathers. Toggle. Rotate camera. I don't know why. I I have no idea why it's not like... I don't know why it's not back. Okay, we're gonna just go with it. We will test again. So we'll test mission. Oh, there we go. It's snowing. I don't know. Maybe it randomizes too. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so we got snow in the game. Kind of cool that we can actually activate the snow without it. Now when we go to the location, it should pass us because it's set to all players and not 2. So just be wary of that. Like if you set it to where there's a specific number of requirements for players to be there, make sure you set it to the minimum. Or else your mission's gonna get bugged. And that's why you test things out. So we have that. So now we have this. See the trees there. So you can see the cops now are called on us. But the mission passes and we're good to go. So I think with that, I think we'll end this video. We've gone a little over an hour. I think that's going to be a good stopping point. But yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to continue this. I want to work a lot more with this because I think that there's a lot of potential with this this mission editor. And I don't know. I've always loved these games. I play a lot of GTA Online, and I love playing the missions on there. So when they came out with this, I was really excited to test this out. Um, and I have been wanting to have something like this where I just create missions, and this might not be, blocking out levels and stuff, but I think, just designing missions and creating missions and stuff, and playing around with like a space that we already have also pertains a lot to, level design and stuff like that. So I think this is a great kind of thing to play around with, and to show you guys. And also, I know there's not a lot of content out there for the mission creator, and this is something that I kind of wanted to dive deep into, and to show you guys out there. So again, if you want to see any more videos, again, I haven't really posted a lot on this channel. I've just been, I don't know, just trying to play games and enjoy life a little bit. Um, but I don't know, I might post some more videos on this. But if you want to see some more, then feel free to subscribe to my channel, Interactive White Box, and feel free to post a comment down below and let me know what you think about this. And yeah, I will see you guys later, and have a great day. And I need to stop recording.